And welcome back, guys, to the Crypto Jewels education stream. This is my 11th live stream. On the last one, on the 10th one about Yieldy finance, I did mention Tinyman and the testnet. It is now live. I also mentioned in that episode that all proceeds of the channel get donated to the Crypto for the Homeless. And if you stick around to the end, I'm actually going to give you a way to participate in this and get a free bonus. If you stick around to the end of the episode, I'll be sharing the details of how to do that. But today I'm talking about Tinyman, which is a decentralized exchange on the Algorand blockchain. So since Algorand is smooth and fast, Tinyman's built a DEX on there, and it's the first DEX live on Algorand, which means that it's the first place that you can actually trade ASA tokens in a decentralized way on the Algorand blockchain as it's intended. So it's kind of a long time coming for Algorand, and it's nice that it's finally here and it's in such a smooth format. So I was in on TinymanDeX within minutes, 30 minutes or so, of being live because I was participating in the testnet and knew how it would work and was waiting for that announcement. There was a lot of people in the same boat that really wanted to get in on this right away, and it grew very quickly. It's approaching $20 million in total locked value, and that is in a very short amount of time, 3-4 weeks now. I delayed in giving you guys an update on Tinyman just because there's a lot going on with Tinyman, and there isn't actually a set reward system just yet. So it's kind of still under beta mainnet, but it is 100% live right now and working. So you can go to the swap and buy any token that's on this list. So if you click all, it shows you a whole list of tokens that are already on the Algorand blockchain. These are ASA tokens. The ones with the green check mark are actually verified by Tinyman and by the Algorand organization to be legit, because since it's a decentralized platform, anyone can come on here and create a taco coin. And I mean, they might actually have a really good, they might actually be genuine, but it's not 100% verified just yet. Or it could be a totally a scam. So stick with the green check marks, definitely. I've got a list of ones that I specifically trade, and I'm going to talk to you more about these 4 or 5 coins. Obviously, we all know about Algorand, but the Yieldy we told you about a month ago. And if you've been in on Yieldy since I told you about it, good for you, because you probably have been doing really well. The returns have been over 40%, and then you've been able to compound that for even more. So it's been a great platform so far, and they've just added a couple new features to the yield pools. I'll show you those. Let's see. Go over to the staking pools on the Yieldy. You can now stake. This first one here was already there. Now these other 4 are new. And so you can see the returns at 37%, 30%, 27%, 195% right now, and 32%. So you have to put this coin in to get these coins out in your rewards. I wanted to show you really quickly how easy it is to use Yieldy. It's so easy. 800 Yieldy staked, which is not a lot, and I've already accumulated a little bit over 3 Smile coins. So all I do is I hit claim, I hit next, I sign it, continue. It costs 0.001 algo, and so that is like basically a few pennies, or less than a few pennies, to transact, and it takes a few seconds to confirm. It gives me a confirmation. I hit return. So now I have some extra Smile coins in my wallet that I didn't already, and I can instantly turn those around and stake them for this 195.9% return right here by hitting the stake button. I haven't even opted into this one, so it's just going to cost 1 transaction, which is 0.0001, to opt in on this new contract that they have on this site. It's brand new, guys. You guys are on the cutting edge of the Algorand DeFi. There's literally only 2 protocols: Yieldy, this one, which I told you about a month ago, and Tinyman, which just went live a few weeks ago. So that's it. I've opted in. Now I should be able to go back in and stake, and I'll hit 100%. And I have 14 Smile coins in my wallet. I had a few, I guess, from before I hadn't staked yet. And I hit next. Really quick transaction. Bam. It's just confirming the exact amount of Smile coins that's going to be in there. So now I'm staked with my Smile coins to earn 195% return on Smile coin. Pretty cool. That's a pretty high return. Most of these are in the 30s. This one's 190. So I'll go ahead and try and take advantage of that. You see the transaction's already done, and bam. So that's a really cool update for Yieldy. But back to Tinyman. Tinyman allowed me to come in here and actually trade for Yieldy, which is what I did when Tinyman first opened up. I came in here and instantly bought way more Yieldy, took it back over to Yieldy, and staked it in this pool to get 37.8% because the Algo staking is only 9.6. Now it was actually lower, it's gone up. And the reason it's gone up is because some of the Algo has been pulled out of this a little bit. Not too much. The volume is still high, almost 100 million in total value locked here. It's still pretty high. But one of the reasons might be because of the Algorand governance, and it was expected to be even higher returns for the Algorand governance than this 9.6. So naturally, people will take their algos where they can get the highest return, and many of them, in fact, I think it was close to 1.88 billion algo was actually staked. So it's in this range, 18%. So if you have algo, it was probably better to stake it over here to get 18 versus over there where you're getting 9. It's literally double the return. Oh, and here is where it says 1.884 billion is locked in this first quarter of algo governance. So everything's happening at once in the Algorand ecosystem. It's blossoming right now, and it's beautiful. We have 14 million addresses on this blockchain that are currently making around 1,200 up to 1,200 transactions per second. That is crazy. Ethereum, if Ethereum was doing that many transactions per second, it wouldn't be a few pennies, less than a few pennies to transact. It would be hundreds of dollars, guys. So that's the use of the Algorand system coming into play because Tinyman has been live for a while now. You see we have $3 million in volume in just the last 24 hours on this DEX alone. Okay, so a lot of different ASA tokens are being transacted back and forth on a layer 1, guys. So if this was ETH, which is a layer 1, if this was ETH, that would be insanely expensive to run all those transactions at once because you have all the miners. This is proof of stake, guys. This is environmentally safe proof of stake. Algorand. Really, you need to do your own research on Algorand and understand it's the future, guys. And these are just the two platforms that have got to jump on the Algorand blockchain, but the scalability is there. The scalability is definitely there. So you guys saw that I was able to stake pretty easily. And the Tinyman, if you go into the analytics, it's very easy to see. You go into the pools. I've got Yieldy and Algo in this pool because the volume is so high relative to the actual total value. You can see it's $1.3 thousand dollars, $1,300 in the last 24 hours just in fees collected for that pool, and that is divided up by the percent share of the pool that you have here. So I have around 1/4% of that pool. So I would be getting that percent of not much, a few 20, $30 or whatever, as far as like how much this makes. But if you consider it in like a daily thing, that's not bad. I mean, that's a 24-hour fees accumulated. That's because that pool is high volume. A lot of people are buying and selling Algo to Yieldy because those are the two main platforms in existence today. Tinyman doesn't have its own token. It's rumored and expected and has a roadmap to release a token, but it's unknown the exact details of that. I'll be bringing you more details, of course, once I know about that. That's the information I have on Tinyman, guys. I hope you appreciate that. Again, all the proceeds go to the Crypto for the Homeless. If you want to donate, you can donate directly to them. I have the links down in my bio. And actually, that is the bonus since you guys have made it to the end of the stream today. Not even that long, but only 10 minutes, guys. You made it. You get the bonus. You get free VIP signal access to my trading group. Lifetime access for a one-time thing, and it's very simple. All you have to do is donate to Crypto for the Homeless, any amount. Okay, you go to the cryptoforthehomeless.org and you hit donate, and you can literally send it to any of these different addresses in different coins. Algorand right here, right at the top, because alphabetical. But you can send Bitcoin, you can send Cardano, you can send your Litecoin, you can send Monero, you can send any of these coins to any of these addresses on this. Actually, get the link directly from their website, which is also in my down below in my details of this video. But you can send it to here, screenshot that, and document that transaction and send it to me, and then tweet about it, okay? And then you get free access. That's it. A tweet and a donation, a small donation to the homeless. Okay, that's all I'm asking is you donate a small amount to the Crypto for the Homeless organization, which is a nonprofit organization. They are trying to make it very easy for you to hand deliver food in a decentralized way and reimburse the volunteers that do that. If you want to be a volunteer, the volunteer button's right here. You can go and you can provide meals to the homeless. They try to keep it between $5 and $7 a meal, whether that's pizza or sandwiches or whatever, and you just print out that form that shows the addresses and take a picture of it, and you can get reimbursed for your donations of actual food. And I think they're doing jackets too, clothes maybe, like warm clothes. You can document that and submit it via their Google Forms, and you get reimbursed in crypto, very simply, in a very a very simple format. And it's a kind of a grassroots movement to focus in on the problem of homeless. So if that resonates with you and you have the ability to either volunteer or donate, and again today I'm offering that free bonus to you guys. If you do donate, document it, send it to me, tweet about it, or make a post about it and document that and send it to me, and I will give you free access to my VIP signaling group that you want to be in, because that is where you get direct access to not only me but also the information that I'm getting on a daily basis from my sources and compiling it, curating it, and that is like the most important information. Not all the, what you're seeing everywhere here and there. I'm just kind of boiling it down to what the information you need to know to make smart trading decisions. And even if you're not making daily trades, just understand getting that direct feed of information and being involved in that group is going to be very helpful for you in the crypto world. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. Again, Tinyman and Yieldy, those two platforms are taking off with 20 million locked on one and 100 million locked on the other. This is just the beginning. They're only a couple months in. 3 million volume that already, like, you look at the transactions that's happening per second right now on the Algorand blockchain through the metrics portal, and the link is in below. It's mind-blowing why more people don't know about Algo, because it's sustainable. And I'm going to do another video on like its net negative goal of being totally net neutral and actually negative in terms of environmental impact on Algorand. Being that is a big deal with Bitcoin, and why the first crash happened back in May, the big crash in May was environmental FUD. Algorand stands to just kind of make it aloof to that kind of FUD, because it's totally actually going to be net negative. So I'm going to do a whole video on how that's possible, and it's really cool in my opinion. But I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching the video.